Okay, in the last video, and I'll do part 1 and 2 of this, we just basically went over what it looked like with quite a bit of gear inside the pack, but it wasn't full. I have the Nomad medium and large belt pouch, long hunter lid, and a back pouch. Obviously, if I wanted to, I could have put a camp bag in there or whatever. So right now, we're going to act like we have all the same gear, which is all piled in front of me, and we're going to pack out a, what's in here is actually a 12-man teepee, but this is a for meat bag even, we'll just pretend. So I'm going to take the back pouch. Obviously, as all of you know, once you get an animal on the ground, you just stuff things where you can put them. So I'm going to just stuff everything like I would if I was packing an animal out. At that point, you're just wanting to get to the truck as comfortable as you can. So I've got the back pouch and I've got the sleeping bag in there. I'll throw my water pump in there and my gloves and beanie. Is that all of it? There we go. So I've got all that inside the back pouch. And this is exactly what I had in the last video that I unloaded the bag. So I'm going to set that over here. I've got my puffy jacket. This is it's a Kratos jacket. I don't want that to be in the wings if I don't have to. That's my possibles pouch. That's got a ton of stuff in it. Here's my rain gear. There's a Havilland knife and 3 or 4 game bags in there. The lid's still not quite full, but it's full enough. I'm going to leave these empty because I want that meat to be against my back. Now, to keep the weight centered basically, so I don't have like overloaded weight on one side or the other, that's a full 4-liter bladder. I'm going to put that in one sleeve. On the other side, I'm going to put my tripod and spotting scope. So the way that I just unloaded all this, the bladder I can put in the zippered pocket or in this sleeve. For this particular case of what I'm doing now, I'm going to put it in the zippered pocket. There's no really reason to have it in the sleeve. It doesn't really matter which one I put it in. It still works the same as far as the geometry of the pack wrapping around. But I'm going to put it in here basically because it's easier to get to in this instance. So I'm just going to slide this in there. Zip that up where the hose is just hanging out. It's probably hard to see all this, but I'm going to take my foam pad, roll it up. I'm going to put that on the same side. This is just for sitting. Put that in the actual sleeve. I've got my 85 millimeter ATX Swarovski spotting scope. That's going in this zippered pocket. And then I've got the sleeve behind that, and I'm going to put the tripod in there. Now, I've got my meat, and obviously I know, this squishes a little bit, but you guys will get the point. I'm going to want to use the grab-it that I had in my pack now. So, I'm going to take these vertical straps, which you guys have seen on the other videos, and X, what I call Xing, the game bag in there. Like I said, I know this isn't exactly like real deboned meat, but it gives you guys an idea of how this is going to work. I could elevate this some if I wanted to, but it definitely, with a tall meat baggie, it certainly works really well like this because it is like carrying a bone-in quarter. So I'm attaching the grab-it. I'm not putting a lot of space between the frame and the actual grab-it for this case or this scenario because I just don't need to. If I had a meat baggie or a quarter bag in there, I would need to extend it more. Sorry, this video is going to take a little bit longer, but with the question you guys had, it kind of needs to be. So I'm going to extend these as long as I can get them on the back pouch. And I'm really going to have to, we did try this with deboned meat during the season. It does, for these to reach, you do have to compress the meat, but it will work. So I always just buckle one side, squish the piss out of it, buckle the other. And it's not that bad, I mean, as far as squish goes. So I've got to grab it, and I'm going to take that on the outside of the pack. So first thing I'm going to do is grab the center compression strap. Torque the piss out of it. And I definitely could fake this and make it look prettier probably, but this is pretty realistic to how it's going to look in the field. Okay, I forgot a glove, so I'll have to excuse that, but that's what it looks like. Got the hose coming out right here for my water. I've got all kinds of stuff in there. I had 35 pounds of gear probably to start with, and then, you know, the meat baggie in there, but it's not horrible as far as like off my back or whatever. And then if JR, you want to kind of pan up, I'm going to put the pack on. I don't have much room behind this table, so bear with me. Alright, so there you go. That gives you an idea of what it looks like, how far it's extended off my back, water hose coming out. Scoot the table a little more. You can at least see though, it's not expanded like some of you guys may have been thinking. Now if I did fill those wings up, obviously it will get wider, but this is realistic to what it's going to look like in the field packing out a deboned deer or something.